Hi, and welcome to the Haverhill Journal, where we give you a quick look at what's happening now in our city. I'm Lindsay Paris, and today, as the end of the academic year approaches, we've got 3 education-related stories. So if you ever went to school in Haverhill, this show has something you'll want to see. Later on, we'll catch up with the newest graduates of NECC at their commencement last week and visit J.G. Whittier's new Discovery Club Music Enrichment program. But first, if you played football at HHS or know anyone who did, check out the new hardcover 2-volume book set, 125 Years of Haverhill High School Football. Team and game statistics from every year are featured, including a complete list of every Haverhill player who ever scored a point in game. HHS teacher Phil Brown interviewed Mike Young, who compiled the book for his father, retired HHS teacher Ernie Young.
Hi, this is Phil Brown from Haverhill High School. I'm here at Haverhill Stadium, the home of the Hillies, with Mike Young, who with his father, Ernie Young, wrote a book titled 1890 to 2015 Hillies, 125 Years of Haverhill Football, a Statistical History. Mike, how did this project start?
Well, actually, my father back in the 70s began doing a great deal of research on the Hilly football program. He was a teacher at Haverhill High himself, and even after he retired, he continued to log all the stats and update the records every year. And recently, about 2 years ago, when he moved in with my sister, I kind of inherited the work. And after a year of stepping over it, I decided that I would try and put some type of book together to honor his work and give something to the city where they would have a record of the football program from its first year until the 2015 season. There's only about 8 teams that aren't pictured in it, team photos that aren't pictured, and every team's record is in there from the beginning.
And they're also program books. How many program book covers are there?
There are approximately 89. My father surprisingly had a collection of about 300 programs, and of that I included 89. And from 1940 to 2015, there's only about 4 seasons not represented.
We take it for granted that we can Google anything we want nowadays and just find information, but it wasn't that easy. You have to go through old books. You had to go through microfilms probably, and his own personal archives.
My father spent, I dare say, thousands of hours at the Haverhill Public Library going through microfilm. He documented every game with every record, then went back to read every article on who scored, and then put those, it was 3x5 cards on everyone who ever scored. And it really was a lot of work to duplicate that because seasons records weren't available. So he basically put back together all the seasons records and who scored. And other than I think 2 games that there were no write-ups on, he has accounted for every point ever scored by an individual that played Haverhill High.
The timing is perfect because the Hillies had a really great year this year in 2016, 2017
Sure.
School year. One of their best seasons, I think, ever. I don't know.
I don't know about ever.
Depends on how you compare.
Yeah, I don't know about
apples
ever.
to apples or whatever.
Certainly, if we look at the 1920 team, which in my estimation, after having put these records together, is the greatest season in Haverhill history. And I don't want to start an argument between others who played on different teams or comparison to the 36 team or the 55 team. But that team went 14-0, scored 507 points, only let up about 30-something points, and up until maybe 10 years ago, it was still a state record for the most points in a season by a high school team at 507. It has been surpassed, but a 14-0 record is going to be hard to beat. They were state champions. They were league champions that year. So, and not to discredit anything from this season, from everything I can see, Haverhill football is on the rebound, and Haverhill did have an outstanding season this year, and I think you'll see that trend continue.
It's become a hot commodity, this book, and how are people going to be able to buy it?
I do have a date, June 6th, at the Haverhill Public Library from 5 to 8 in the evening, that if you come to the auditorium, I'll be there with the books and put on a presentation. If you'd like to call me at my home number, I'll be more than happy to find a way to drop one to you. As a matter of fact,
you're also on Facebook.
I am on Facebook, thank you.
Okay.
I just received a call the other day from Naples, Florida, from somebody who played on a team that I'm going to send one to.
I can't rave enough about how great this book is. It really is amazing, not just for Haverhill. Any follower of schoolboy football would be very, very impressed. And I wish you the best of luck. And tell
Thanks,
your
Phil.
father I said hi.
I sure
Ernie
will.
was my U.S. history teacher junior year at Haverhill High. He was a great guy, funny guy. Love him, give him my best.
And I'll say one last thing is that one of the nicest things about having done this is the people who come up to me and want to tell me stories about my dad.
Of course,
From when
of
either
course.
they had him as a teacher or what he did on the sidelines with the camera and things of that nature. So it's been really enjoyable to hear stories about my dad.
And for the sake of disclosure, I'm a history teacher at Haverhill High, and Mike's a history teacher at Whittier Tech. So, you know, we learned a lot from Ernie.
There you go.
Again, you can purchase the 125 Years of Haverhill High School football set at the library sale on June 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. Or call Mr. Young at 978-457-3101 to reserve your copy. Close to 1,000 proud graduates received their diplomas at Northern Essex Community College's 55th commencement ceremony on Saturday, May 20th. NBC Boston Chief Meteorologist Matt Noyes, a former NECC student himself, encouraged grads to embrace their unique challenges as they move forward in their lives.
Your baggage, my baggage, our baggage is an unavoidable telltale sign of a well-traveled life. And guess what? The forecast calls for a 100% chance of more junk on the way. It's true.
I have to tell you that being here at Northern Essex Community College to be commencement speaker was a tremendous honor because I'm a lifelong Haverhill guy. I mean, born and raised. And so I've always, of course, come by Northern Essex, and it's always been this institution that I've really kind of held on a pedestal driving by. And then I took classes here. I was really struggling with calculus when I was going to school for meteorology. The professors here at Northern Essex know how to make it make sense. And I got it, and I was able to get the class and get what I needed and get my degree in meteorology, and that really helped make my career possible. So to be able to come back today and see the students and be able to shake every one of their hands when they got their diploma, that was awesome. It was a true honor for me.
Meteorologists and community college students have at least one thing in common as well, and that is that both have to be prepared for absolutely anything. Rain or shine, drought, blizzard, or nor'easter, the weather forecast goes on. And if you're going to make it to graduation, well, you have to make it to class, right?
Commencement student speaker Daniela Chavez Hernandez spoke about the struggles she faced on her path to higher education.
When I started this journey, I was an undocumented student. When I first registered at community college, I was paying out-of-state tuition, only taking 1 or 2 classes per semester. And it took me 7 years to complete my associate degree. However, despite the many challenges that I faced throughout this journey, one thing always remained consistent: my love and commitment for education.
My time at NECC has been the most wonderful. Their professors, the staff, it has been amazing. I was born and raised in Mexico. I came to the United States when I was 16 years old with my mother and my sisters. I faced many difficulties, and having Northern Essex nearby, it definitely changed my life. Just the whole overall experience has been amazing. Not just today. Today it's just a culmination, but my whole journey in NECC has been amazing.
I am really, really excited today. It is a little bittersweet because I just love it here at Northern Essex so much. I really love NECC because it gives every student such a great opportunity to grow and to learn more, maybe better their education if they weren't doing so well in high school like myself. I think it's just a really unique place, and I would recommend for every student to probably go to a community college like NECC for the first 2 years and then maybe transfer after that.
It's gorgeous out. I'm surrounded with friends and family and faculty, everyone who've supported me on my journey here. So it's amazing. I'll be going to UMass Amherst in the fall, actually, along with Genevieve, and I'm going to stick with philosophy. But I just really can't say enough. Northern Essex has really allowed me to develop, not even as just a student, but as an individual as a whole. It got me into a school that when I initially applied to, I was rejected by. And now I'm going there, and they gave me a really good deal. So I'm very excited about my journey.
I am excited to go on to UMass Amherst in the fall. Probably since I was in middle school, I knew that I wanted to be into video editing and filming stuff. I was definitely given a great opportunity at NECC to be in the internship program, and so having the internship at HC Media really gave me an idea of this is definitely what I want to do. I was able to experience it, hands-on.
I've been accepted to my top 3 choice, which is UMass Lowell, Salem State, and Tufts University. I am very excited about that. And I wouldn't be there if it was for Northern Essex, who set the foundation for my education.
Congratulations to all the NECC graduates from HC Media. The full commencement ceremony will be available to rewatch on HC Media's website and broadcast on channels 22 and 99 starting in early June. A group of young J.G. Whittier Middle School students are getting their first chance at tickling the ivories as part of the Discovery Club Music Enrichment Program. Discovery Club, in its first year at J.G. Whittier, provides an after-school learning experience that is all about expanding kids' horizons with activities like gardening, robotics, and piano. Following their most recent concert at the Stevens Bennett home, music enrichment students and instructors told us more.
What's been your favorite thing that you've done so far in this class?
Playing the piano, I guess.
Like, did you know how to play before?
No, I didn't know how to play before. But now, since Mr. Barrett and Ms. Sharp have been teaching me how to play the piano.
It was kind of hard at first, but once you got the notes, it gets easier.
The reason why I came here is because I want to learn new songs and new things, because I want to try new things, because I've always wanted to play on the piano.
We just got a grant for Discovery Club last spring, so we began this fall, and one of the things that we wanted to do was provide music enrichment for students to be able to learn how to read music and learn some different instruments. So we started off with some xylophone work and also keyboards.
One of the big focuses was having the kids read the music, and it was Miss Ruber's idea to have them out in the community performing. They've been on a tour of 6 different nursing homes.
We played at the Pennacook, we played at Hannah Dustin, Haverhill Crossings.
It's kind of scary at first, and then you get used to it after.
They love performing, and it's great to have them out and doing something that makes them nervous, and they end up having fun.
One thing that I've liked about music enrichment is learning new songs and learning different things about my friends and what they can do. And I've been liking to perform. First it's nervous, I'm nervous, but then after it's pretty fun.
I'm a former Haverhill High alumni, and I performed in the Haverhill High School chorus, and one of the things that we would do during the holiday season was we would go to different churches and different nursing homes and perform for people. So it's just nice to kind of continue that tradition as well. So if anybody attends Whittier Middle School, one of the opportunities that you have is that you could join Discovery Club, and you can sign up to take music enrichment. So what that would entail is you'd have some time to complete your homework after school, and then you'd also have some time playing games where you could learn how to read music and have the opportunity to learn how to play an instrument.
Do you want to keep playing once you're done here?
Probably.
So I'm going to be picking up songs from video games, I guess. That's what my career will go for. Make sure you play pianos because they're really fun to do.
The Discovery Club after-school program is wrapping up next week for this school year. It will be starting up again in September 2017 and is open to students at J.G. Whittier, Constantino, Tilton, and Golden Hill. Flyers will be sent home with students in the fall, or you can call 978-420-1954 for registration info. 10 filmmakers from around the country are visiting Haverhill next weekend for the 5th Haverhill Experimental Film Festival. Festival directors Brendan and Jeremy Smith judged over 400 international submissions, selecting just 34 films to be shown over the 2-day festival. It's also an extraordinary day for HC Media, as the film festival is the very first event being held at our new HC Media Studio 101 space at Harbor Place. The HEF weekend opens on Friday, June 9th at 7 p.m., and screenings will continue until approximately 11 p.m. that evening. On Saturday, there will be a free screening at 2 p.m. and evening screenings at 6 and 8. Admission is $5 at the door, and again, the event is taking place at HC Media's Harbor Place Studio 101 at 2 Merrimack Street. Find the full film schedule at haverhillexperimental.org. If you have a story or event you'd like to see featured on the Haverhill Journal, call us at 978-372-8070 or email info@haverhillcommunitytv.org. And don't forget to like us on Facebook or at our HC Media YouTube channel. And that's what's happening in Haverhill the week of June 1st. I'm Lindsay Paris, and we'll see you next time.